What you're looking at here are two KLRs. These are the world's fastest KLRs. This one is the nitrous bike, is what we call it, and it holds the record for being the world's fastest KLR. We've had speeds with this of over 128 miles an hour. It's a great fun bike to go and run. We'd like to thank our sponsors for taking care of us. The bike couldn't do those type of speeds, of course, without NOS. And thank you very again for providing us with nitrous oxide and nitrous kits. It goes and brought the bike up to over 62 horsepower. That's really a lot of horsepower for a 650 single-cylinder bike. Also, the suspension on this bike has been done by Progressive. They went out of their way and built us very special suspension systems, which has gone and dropped it down an extra 2 inches. So this bike is lowered about 3.5 inches further than when it was originally stock. Also, Scott's was the very first people to build a steering stabilizer for this bike. This was a prototype stabilizer, and from what I understand, it is now a standard item for them. This bike here is our Class C stock bike. This one has had absolutely nothing done to it except for a pipe. And we have run many different pipes on these bikes. This is the only pipe that we have ever seen that actually adds a lot of power to it. This pipe from Big Gun has given us over 10% more horsepower, 10% more torque, and has dropped over 10 pounds of weight off the original weight of the original pipe. The suspension system again is by Progressive, both front and rear. It has been lowered just a little bit, and it is an incredible ride on this bike now. When this bike's up there doing close to 100 miles an hour, you're still smooth as silk because of the suspension system. This bike today set a record of 97.404 miles an hour, which is an unofficial Class C world record for the enduro class like this. One other thing I want you to look at very closely, these tires. These tires from Shinko are amazing. Normally, I have added so much salt to these that you cannot see any of the tread left into it. This tread is throwing the salt out and has allowed us to be able to keep the speeds up without it being slick and without losing any of our speed. I've had many other tires on these bikes, and we will pick up an extra inch because of all the salt that's on them. This is the best tire that I've ever run out here. I'm very impressed with it. Again, you know, these people have been an absolute jewel to work with, and our sponsors, AMSOIL, the greatest oil in the world. We've taken these motors apart after they've sat for 6 months sometimes, and we still have oil dripping off of the inside of the motors. Incredible. My temperatures usually stay 10 to 20 degrees cooler just by running the 2050 AMSOIL motorcycle oil. And thank you, Scorpion, the lightest, coolest, and the best helmet that I've ever run with. It fits the colors of our bikes, and I love it. It fits me absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for taking care of us there, Scorpion. Again, it's a joy to come out here and run. We have a lot of fun. We'll be at the Texas Mile in about 6 weeks, racing out there. And we'll be back here at Bonneville doing both Speed Week and the BUB, the speed trials next year. Hope to see you then. Thank you.